Good morning, everybody. Got a pumpkin spice coffee. It's not that great. It's like Starbucks hasn't come out with their pumpkin spice creamer that I've been waiting for. Why? It was out like way earlier last year. Where is it? Just having a little breakfast treat, having some cinnamon buns this morning. And I actually am about to hop on a phone call. But I just wanted to say hi first because I'm vlogging today and I had a little bit of an off beginning of my week. I'll talk to you guys about that in a little bit. But I'm trying to kind of get back in the flow of things, and I wanted to film today and make sure I put out a vlog. I was supposed to have one of my friends come over, and she's helping me run our homeschool co-op, and we're evolving our homeschool co-op into something a lot bigger than it was previously. But I'm obviously having a baby in the middle of the winter, so she's going to kind of take over, and so we're beginning to run things together, and we're coming up with this new plan, and then she's going to take over for the winter until like probably from like November until the spring, till I'm ready to come back. And I'm so grateful for her, so that our homeschool community still has this option all through the winter, because it's really important, because it's really cold here and it can get really lonely and isolating in the winter here. So yeah, but she ended up having to cancel yesterday morning. So we're just gonna hop on the phone today, and we're gonna see each other in like 2 days. But we need to talk about all of these plans and plan our first couple field trips. So that's what I'm doing this morning. I'll talk to you in a couple minutes, but I'm just gonna go eat my breakfast, drink my coffee, and hop on the phone. Your glasses arrived.
Yay!
I just gotta figure out which ones are yours and which ones are Daddy's. Hold on. We'll put them on. You get your own glasses cleaning cloth and container, so don't lose it. Just wait, give me a second, please. I have to make sure they're what I ordered and everything. Do you like those?
Yeah.
They look so good. Hey, so this is where you keep them when you're not wearing them at night? On your bedside
I'm just
table?
gonna take these.
I hope to buy one before the baby's born. Do you know why they wiggle so much? They need to wiggle around a lot to grow their bones and make their bones stronger. Right? Because like exercise makes you stronger. So he's developing his little bones and muscles. Good morning, everybody. It's the next day. If I put footage in before then, it's the next day. I'm up bright and early, but I have a buddy with me this morning.
Hello.
Mackenzie's woken up early. She's like my wannabe early bird, but her teenage years are making her sleep.
I'm also a night owl.
Yes. She got early bird genes from mom and night owl genes from dad, and it's a difficult mix. I'm just having my breakfast. I'm having like what are these called? English muffins with peanut butter, banana, and cinnamon.
What are these called?
And just taking a couple sips of my coffee so I can put my lid on, and then I'm out of here. So I have been actually helping my friend watch her baby. For the past 2 weeks, she needed some emergency backup childcare. That's me. So that's what I've been doing. So I'm gonna be gone for the first part of the morning, and I'll be back right before lunchtime. But we're neighbors, so it's not like I go far. So the kids are just gonna play some games and hang out at home. So it works really well. It's convenient and everything. And yeah, we're just gonna do our day. I don't know what I'm gonna get up to.
Stuff.
It's getting busier. Like homeschool season is literally just around the corner now. Oh, I have stuff to show you though. I want to show you guys some cute little bits. I want to sit down and like catch you up on a couple of things. I've been having lots of like homeschool meetings and things like that, because we're lots of you know that I run a homeschool group in our town and for our community, and we're growing it this year. Another mom has volunteered to come on board with me so that I can kind of go on mat leave this year, and she's going to take over like the winter coordination. And I'm so grateful, because I wouldn't have been able to do it during the winter. So, but with 2 moms now instead of just one, we're upping our group to like field trips and other activities, and adding days to our group. So that's really exciting. So we're going to be meeting a couple times a week now. And it's just really beneficial for our homeschool community, because our homeschool community where I live is really big. Like, we have a lot of homeschoolers, but we don't have a lot of organized activities. We have some classes here and there, and it's getting more and more. And obviously this year is launching a lot more classes because, you know, like everything's back to normal now. But we lack some organization within the community. So we're just like, we're going to make this group and we're going to make it badass and we're going to make it super fun. And I'm really excited about it. So I've been really busy organizing that with her and getting all that sorted, because we're trying to start everything in September. Oh, so anyway, I'm just eating my breakfast and then I'm going to head over there, go play with the baby. Although, around ligament pain this morning, is like my muscles are tight. I also felt my biggest movements I think I've felt to date this morning when I was laying in bed. I had flipped over to my back and kind of half fallen asleep, and he just punched the crap out of me, and it was so strong. Like, my belly is moving when he kicks and stuff now, so, and I don't always feel his kicks as much as I feel his punches and his like movements down below, but this was definitely like, those were kicks for sure. I felt them right through my placenta. There we go. Hopefully you guys can all hear me okay. I was filming this, hold on, downstairs, and it didn't record for some reason. I don't know. It like recorded a chunk and then just turned off. So I don't know. Maybe I hit the button by accident. But hello, I'm back. It's later in the day now. I'm having a tea. I'm having a rooibos tea just to try and perk me up without the caffeine, because I've already had a coffee. But I put together this little nursery nook. I'm not done, obviously, but I kind of got a feel for what I wanted up here, and I put things together. I washed all of his laundry, I washed all of his blankets, I did all of that over the last weekend, and just put everything away. I added a shelf, and I'm displaying some of his books and toys and things like that as we collect them and as I pull them out. So I'm really happy with it, and it's very cute. I'm a very early nester. I'm 6 months pregnant, 23 weeks this week, almost 24, and I feel like this is the chillest I've ever nested and the chillest I've been about collecting baby gear. I think by the time I was 6 months, or maybe even 5 months pregnant with Mackenzie, her entire nursery was done. With Grayson, I wasn't doing a nursery, but we had everything pretty early, and with Zagreus, I'm still obviously nesting early and getting everything ready, but I'm also just really chill, and we're just like collecting things as we go. But I do kind of have a deadline, so I don't know. I just like to get it done early so that I can rest later and just focus on resting and enjoying the last chunk of my pregnancy. It's just what works best for me. But I want to show you kind of through what I've put out. But I also just wanted to sit down and say hi and chat with you for a second, because I felt like I've had the weirdest week ever. I've been so unmotivated to film anything. Like, okay, so part of me is like, oh, I want to make cozy vlogs and I want to make them aesthetically pleasing and I want to put effort into them. But then the other part of me has been so tired this week. And part of it, I think, is pregnancy, obviously, but part of it is our schedule has been a little more full than normal. I'm adjusting some of my supplements. I've added a couple of supplements in, and I'm feeling a lot better because I was like physically feeling weird. Like, my arms were a little bit heavy, but that could be due to something else too. And I was just like super fatigued. And I was like, my body just needs some more support. So I was putting things back into my diet, and I'm feeling a lot better now. I wasn't feeling bad. It was just off, you know? But I think he's gone through a really big growth spurt and put on weight. I'm finally gaining weight, which is awesome. Which I was looking back at my bump dates on my blog back when I blogged and when I was pregnant with Grayson. And apparently this is pretty normal for me to not gain any really much weight until now. I did lose weight this time, so in the beginning, which is like not super normal for me. But then to gain it really quickly kind of around this time and just to kind of catch up fast in weight. So I guess it was good for me to look back on so that if I suddenly gain a lot, I'm not gonna panic and be like, what did I do? Just baby growing. Now that he's like really piling on the fat, that's when I start to gain weight in pregnancy, I think, when baby starts to get plump. So I've also been helping my friend with her baby the past 2 weeks. I'm like her emergency backup childcare. Her childcare is sick, and so it happened. It was not obviously planned or expected. So I've been helping her. This is like my childhood best friend. Like our kids call each other auntie, uncle, like that's how we are. But if I say like, oh, my sister, that might be confusing, but she's my sister. So hanging out with my little nephew has been so fun, and we've been doing it kind of in shifts. So I've just been helping in shifts. But still, it's not what we had planned for the last 2 weeks. So it has been a little bit of a juggle. I'm still so happy to do it. Don't get me wrong. Like it's not a big deal. It's just not what I thought the last 2 weeks before school would be like. So my kids are a little bit thrown off because they've been, playing a lot of extra games while I've been gone, and just like, having a lot of like just free screen time hanging out at home while mom is busy. And I feel like they're butting heads a little more because of it, and we just need to reset. So I'm hoping today I can scrub the floors this evening, vacuum. I'm getting a robot vacuum. I am so sick of vacuuming. Like, hardwood floors are a lot. I'm grateful for them because like I would rather see the dirt and vacuum it up every day than not see the dirt and have it sit. But it is exhausting because bending down to pick up all the chunks that the vacuum can't pick up and like bits of garbage and toys and things like that is just too much for me and like my pelvis right now. So I'm like, I'm gonna treat myself to a robot vacuum before the baby is born, for sure. I'm just not doing it anymore because we also have a bird, and like people think, oh, birds must be messy because they poop. No, bird poop is like, they don't poop, they're trained, and like if they poop, it's gonna be on you. It's not gonna be on your stuff or on the floor. Like, they're not messy in that way. But when he cleans himself, like the baby down feathers underneath, like he does just like plop them out of the cage. And when he bites his little, we call them Fruit Loops, he eats pellets and not seeds because you're not supposed to feed them seeds. So he eats these specialty pellets, and when he bites them, they like burst, and it's like little cookie crumbs. It's like somebody ate a cookie all messy under his cage. So I have to vacuum under there every day. Otherwise you get like crumbs. So birds are very messy in that way. Like it's not the mess you might assume it is, but it's like crummy, and it's so frustrating because I hate walking in crumbs because I'm always barefoot. Like, I do not like socks, so my floors always have to be clean. So anyway, I'm just trying to like catch up and like find the energy to do all these things because I would love to decorate for fall this weekend, and I maybe film a video about that, although I really don't have a lot of fall decorations because if we're completely honest, autumn is just my gateway to Christmas, and I use it to pacify myself until I can start really thinking about Christmas. But I still want to decorate. Definitely. Okay, I have a couple of things to show you. Would you like to see? So I'm sorry, I want my vlogs to be so aesthetically pleasing and lovely, but sometimes like it just takes so much effort. I feel like people watch those, and it's funny because I just wish I should do that one day. I should like film a vlog that's nice, and then I should put all the behind the scenes in like the bloopers at the end, where like, when people film themselves and they're shopping at the grocery store, or they're like leaving their house and getting their keys and leaving it out the door. Like, you don't think about the fact that you have to set your camera up on your tripod or whatever, do your stuff, leave, shut the door, and then go back and get your camera. So it's like everything takes twice as long. If you're gonna walk by something, you have to like set up your camera, walk by, and then awkwardly go get your camera again. So it's funny. It's like my friend sent me this this video of somebody being like making fun of influencers kind of, and being like setting up the camera and jumping back in bed and then pretending to wake up. It's exactly what you have to do to film those things. Like, don't be fooled, nothing else is happening. That's exactly what's happening. Okay, so we had some more baby bits come in. Can you see up above me? This rainbow came in, this like Waldorf rainbow, and I'm so happy with it. Can you see that? I hope so. So cute. This is the second half of the items I was waiting on from the one awesome gift that had come in with like the baby rainbow onesie and everything. These were just stragglers in the Canadian postal system. It took a long time for them to get to my mailbox, but these are the outfits that came in too. These little adorable rompers. They're that same stretch, so it's like this burnt orange and this nice kind of forest green, and I love it. I'm really into like deep foresty treed greens. I'm finding like that's what I'm doing his baby blanket in. Obviously other colors, but that's the first color I picked for his blanket. Like that's what inspired the colors of his blanket, was this deep forest green. So these came in and they're so sweet. I got them, they look huge because I put them in my registry at a bigger size because I know that I don't want too much newborn stuff because my baby's never fit in newborn for very long. So I think these will fit him next fall, and that will be so sweet. So as far as Nursery Nook stuff goes, we're not doing a crib, as you guys know. So we've got the chair and the rocking chair that I scored off Marketplace for free. Just like a vintage rocking chair. I'm so excited. It's really sturdy. I've washed all my nursing pillows and popped them in the back here, just in case you could not see that rainbow. There it is. And these are some of the cars that Grayson had when he was a baby. So I pulled those out. I thrifted this basket the other day and just filled it with slippers and hats. And then I've got another basket full of bits like my nursing pads, and that's a diaper carrier or like a wet bag, and some baby toys and amber necklace. I've got some books. Those were some of my kids' favorites right here. That's why they're beat up. I have more that are super beat up right there. Like the spines are taped in a lot of them, but they were my kids' favorite books. So I'm just gonna put them like in a nice basket, maybe for the main floor or like on the floor somewhere, just because they're not very pretty to put in the shelf. But I washed my wrap, and the wrap cover, I've got all of my blankies and kind of swaddle blankets. Even though I don't swaddle, I use them for other things. All my receiving blankets and burp cloths, my cloth diapers, diaper bag back there, bouncer. I'm getting another bouncer for the main floor and a baby bath still from my girlfriend. I was gonna buy the same bouncer anyway, so she was like, don't do that, just take this one. So her and I are kind of like having babies around the same time, so it's kind of nice because she had a baby and now I can use what she used, and then when I'm done, I'll give her whatever she needs for her next baby, and it works perfectly. I just popped his bassinet over here. This bassinet is not actually staying in this room though. This will be downstairs. Out of breath from standing up. It's hilarious. And then a lot of his blankets are in there right now. Just I've popped them in there. I'm waiting until we put the Christmas tree up, and then the bassinet will go downstairs, because then we'll start filling the bassinet probably with home birth supplies on the main floor, and that will be my kind of place to put him in while he's napping, when we watch movies or I'm cooking or something like that. I just feel like it would be good to have somewhere to put him down on the main floor. And then so originally I was gonna get a dresser for right here and maybe do a change table. I'm not interested in doing a change table though. I've literally never used one. I've always changed my babies on the bed or the floor. So I'll just get changing mats. But I was gonna get a dresser, but then I was like, wait, my closet is huge. So you guys, my closet is enormous. Like it just goes back there for miles. Excuse it, it's messy. But here is Cody and I's dresser, but we obviously have a lot of storage everywhere else. So I'm hanging his little sweaters up here above our dresser. And then there's 3 drawers in this entire dresser that we don't use. So I've put all of his clothes in these 3 drawers and we're just sharing the dresser. Because I was like, I have empty drawers in my dresser. Why would I buy a new one? So I've washed and put all of his clothes in here. I'm doing a capsule wardrobe. So this is like the first chunk of clothes for like newborn. Well, what he will wear as a newborn. It's like 0 to 3 months basically. But he'll be out of this before probably 2 months old. And then this is the next phase. I'm not completely done. I have a couple more things to add to this phase. But mostly he's going to be living in sleepers for the first, couple months of his life. So, these are all his like 3 to 6 month sleepers. And then I still have a whole other drawer I haven't even touched, but I've got some of his winter gear in there and that drawer is empty. And obviously like this is empty. I have playpens still from when I did day home, so that if I ever want a playpen, I've got that too. But I'm basically just capsule wardrobe shopping, and I have a couple more bits to complete the capsule for his 3 to 6 month section, and then I'm stopping. And I'm just gonna shop as we go because I really don't know how big he will be. Grayson was 9 pounds 4 ounces when he was born, and he was only in newborn clothes for like a week or 2, and he grew really fast and he was in big clothes really quickly. I think he was probably 4 or 5 months when he moved up to 6 to 12 month clothes. So because Zagreus is born in December, there's only 4 months until spring, and the weather is really severely changing here, right? Like we get full seasons, but the weather's really harsh. So winter will be really, really cold. And then summer gets really hot, and so I don't know how big he'll be for that seasonal change. So I don't want to buy any clothes and then have all these clothes in the wrong season, if that makes sense. So I'm just doing up to 3 to 6 months, and then I'm going to stop, and Cody will just go pick up anything we need, if we need any more clothes or anything like that in between. And that's my plan. I feel like that's a safe plan because I don't want a bunch of excess that he won't wear and we won't use. And I want my laundry to stay manageable. So capsule wardrobe to the rescue. So I'm actually really happy with how everything is kind of coming together and all the supplies, and we don't have a whole lot of stuff to buy still. We have some big things. We have to buy the car seat, we have to get like the bed rail for our bed, we need the home birth supplies and just some other bits here and there, but really it's like we're coming along and we're doing pretty well. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that. I'm gonna make soup tonight. Mackenzie has been begging me for minestrone soup. We make it every single summer. I make a huge stock pot, and I'll either make it once and make just an enormous pot, or I'll make it twice and I freeze it in individual portions, and then I batch freeze it, and that way we can have tastes of summer all through the winter. It's one of her favorite things. So I'm making her some minestrone soup tonight. So yeah, I'll see you in a minute when I start cooking dinner, but I just wanted to catch you guys up and show you some bits. you guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'm gonna end it here. I just wanted to keep it cozy and chill and trying to get back into the rhythm of vlogging again and just like vlogging frequently like I used to, so that it's a habit when baby comes, so it's not so hard to pick up the camera. So I hope you enjoyed this little vlog. I am so excited because I think there's one more video and then it's all of the autumn stuff starts. And we go into the burr months, which are my favorite. September, October, November, December, and all of the cozy content that comes with that. I'm going to try and put out as much as I possibly can. And then it's going to end with a baby and then Christmas, and that's so exciting. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are all really, really well. And we will see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.